Geez, guys, is Shizzy hitting the fizzy at Yellowstone now? I mean, what is going on? These are the trending headlines now everywhere. Scientists discovered a city-sized bulge on the Yellowstone's volcano's northern rim. I mean, I've reported about this. We know that the magma is relocating, it's traveling. So what previously was thought is a potential eruption site is now migrated, but they kept telling us there's no eruption risk right now. We've just seen these phreatic eruptions, the smaller ones recently, right? So what's going on in this video, guys? So there are reporting that a gigantic bulge in the north rim of the Yellowstone caldera is the latest sign of volcanic activity in the Yellowstone National Park. Volcanic activity. Okay, please define this further, because a bulge the size of the city, it's a little bit concerning, my dearest volcano freaks that watch my channel on a regular basis. And by the way, if you don't, please subscribe. And if you like, click the like and hype button. It helps my channel, doesn't cost you a thing. Thank you for that. So in geological terms, we call this type of bulge volcanic uplift. Volcano and uplift together, I don't like it. We're dealing with an uplift at the supervolcano Campi Flegrei in Italy right now, which is scary. Land rise. We've seen Iceland. Before every volcanic eruption, the land was rising because that means something is blowing up underneath. If you bury a balloon and then you blow it up underneath the surface lifts. So a land rise the size of a city. Okay, guys, when I saw this first, I'm like, because I kept telling you, I'm like, there is no immediate risk at Yellowstone. Is that still true? Let's dive into this. So July 2025, let's jump back a little bit. The Norris uplift anomaly. Maybe you have heard the word the Norris uplift anomaly. The Norris Geyser Basin, this is where we've seen all the trouble in the recent 2 years, these phreatic eruptions, one that destroyed the walkway and that was very dangerous for people that were nearby, but these were small things, like White Island style, but small, right? Somewhat small, I mean, not in the sense of like a big volcanic eruption. So they knew that there's a Norris uplift anomaly in the Norris Geyser Basin. They have discovered that it first appeared near the basin in 1996, and then the uplift disappeared after 2004. And we know, and in Campi Flegrei as well, volcanoes can do this. Volcanoes can do this. Sometimes the land rises, and you know, if the magma chamber, it's in the magma chamber of fluids, if it doesn't get enough space, it sends it out somewhere. Sometimes it's called an intrusion. It stays underneath. It doesn't erupt. This is what was causing the unrest that we have seen in Santorini. Dangerous last year. Thankfully, it didn't erupt. So, and then after a while, that magma chamber or the fluids, they start to refill. So the land rise starts again. So they were happy. 2004, it's gone, right? July 2025, the Norris uplift has returned. Boof, there it is. But right now, it has been returning since then, but it has grown. From July to now, it is the size of a major American city. I don't know, Seattle, whatever, right? What is a major? Is it New York? Are we talking about LA? Major American city. It measures roughly 19 miles across. Let that sink in, guys. We're talking like 30 kilometers, 19 miles. So some scientists say it's the size of Chicago. That is huge. It's really huge. It's big. And we have that on file. Michael Polland, he's a scientist in charge at the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory, has said that it is the size of Chicago. So if we look at the recent volcano update, the bulletin that the USGS has released on January 2nd, the scientists were informing us that the measurements indicate subtle, they call it. It sounds good, but is it? Subtle uplift along the North Caldera rim that appears to have started in July. And then here it goes. It's a city-sized bulge, but you call it subtle. I'm a little bit irritated. Let me know in the comments if that irritates you, because it may seem like a little bit of an understatement, but the question was asked. So according to the scientists, the phenomenon is hard to see from above ground. Yeah, because if it's stretching over such a large area, it's hard to notice it, right? Until Shizzy hits the fizzy. So they have collected data between July and September. Between July and September, the ground rose by almost 2 centimeters, like an inch. Might not sound like much, but I find this quite significant, especially over such a large area. So if the area is so large, that means a lot over a large area. There's a lot of stuff that is being filled, right? So that much over a large area, right, is as bad as that much over a smaller area, because the material has more room. So shift, yeah, it's too small to be seen by the human eye, but it was captured by GPS monitoring sites and interferometric synthetic aperture radar. So, okay, now we know. What does that mean for the Yellowstone supervolcano? Because guys, I mean, I'm reporting about the West Coast a lot. I just reported about that we now have the Mendocino triple junction. It's actually not a triple junction anymore. Five. I don't want to say more. You have to watch that video. It's absolutely crazy. So many bad news for the West Coast recently about the connection between Cascadia Fault and San Andreas Fault. That Nevada will be oceanfront. And now Yellowstone, yeah. What does this mean for the Yellowstone supervolcano? Let's dive in. Scientists are telling us, drum roll, nothing. A little bit surprising. They say, questions being asked, is this a sign of an impending eruption or some other hazard? They say no. Rather, it's another example of Yellowstone's dynamic nature. Okay, let's dissect this. When I read something like this, it's always like, okay, before social media, before the internet exploded, right? If you wanted to go on vacation, you had to go to a travel agency and look at their brochures, and you couldn't go on Google Earth. You didn't know where the hotel was, right? So they described it as very centrally located, means you're not at the beach, you have a 5-lane highway in front of you, right? So I compare this, Yellowstone's dynamic nature. Well, if I'm talking about a supervolcano and I say it has a dynamic nature, that doesn't calm me down. But so I have to say the whole sentence that the scientist said. It's another example of Yellowstone's dynamic nature and what we can learn about the characteristics of the subsurface using a new generation of sensitive monitoring tools. Okay, I have to quote another scientist from Italy about the supervolcano in Naples, Campi Flegrei, who said, yeah, the INGV always tells us we're monitoring the situation, right? There is no sign of an imminent eruption. Well, he said monitoring doesn't guarantee you safety because you monitor it until she's hitting the fizzy, right? So they now say, in the event of any future activity, we would have plenty of notice. Yellowstone is closely monitored and signs of significant seismic disturbances would show up decades in advance. Okay, decades in advance, hopefully, right? I mean, when I ask my gut feeling and what I know about Yellowstone, I don't think it's ready to erupt at the moment. But how can I describe this? I feel a little bit more unease about it than I did before, because even smaller stuff, right, with so many tourists in there, not so good. So
my baby, baby, I'll come clean. You're in my dream, baby. I cannot stop it, I already thought it. Give me the green, we make a team. My baby, 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 my baby, baby. Stop playing round, let's hold down, baby.
Here we are for the second time in a week, a winter storm moving across the Piedmont. Pretty much all of North Carolina expect to see some kind of snow from this system, including right here at home in the Piedmont. Thank you so much for joining us for this special Saturday edition of the Fox 8 Morning News. I'm Melissa Painter.
And I'm Julian Grace. We want to head straight to Emily Bird to get the latest update on this winter storm. Emily.
Well, you can see it out here in High Point. Snow falling. We also have from time to time our camera just shimmying a little bit. We're getting some wind now, and the wind is going to be picking up, especially from east to west during the day as our low offshore intensifies. So expect snow and a lot of wind today. Wind gusts are going to be close to 30 miles per hour at times, especially later this afternoon. Here's the current radar. The snow right now is falling pretty steadily in most of the Fox 8 viewing area. The exception down here to the south and southeast, you haven't quite gotten the snow yet. This is all caused by that upper level low that we've been talking about, plunging down from the upper Midwest and here into the deep south. So we're getting even steadier snow back into our mountains currently through Hickory and Statesville. On and off snow showers with wind back up to the north and west. We've had some pretty good steady snow also through Surrey County. The snow that you see down east, that's from the coastal low. So there are two sources for snowfall here in North Carolina. Take a look at what that wind is doing to us. Without the snow, cold enough. We are in the low 20s, but wind chills between 9 and 11 degrees here in Greensboro, High Point, and Winston-Salem. No surprise, we of course still have that winter storm warning. It will stay up until Sunday morning. We are expecting a minimum of 3 inches of snow across North Carolina, and many of us are going to have more than that. We also have for the day a wind chill advisory, or cold weather advisory, as it were, from the Triad eastward. That's where we will have those wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour. And once we hit the overnight hours tonight, everybody is going to be under an extreme cold warning, except for our northern counties here. Stokes, Rockingham, and Caswell counties, you're not in this. You're still going to be in a wind chill advisory or cold weather advisory. So this is where we will see skies clearing, snow on the ground, and still enough wind that we could have wind chills in the negative digits through the morning hours tomorrow. That is, of course, very dangerous. Those current temperatures well below freezing. Everything that's falling right now is going to stick. There isn't going to be any lag time there. And we are expecting 3 to 6 inches of snow in this medium blue shaded area. I think the 3-inch line is going to be closer to, say, Danbury and Reedsville. I think 4 to 6 inches in the Triad is a reasonable estimate. And as you head down south, we maintain that 3 to 6 inch range of snowfall. Down east, that's where they're going to have the most snow. Back here to the west, 6 to 8 inches is possible. I think most of the higher elevations of the mountains will have those higher totals closer to the 8-inch mark. So as you're getting prepared for the day, hopefully you're not going to be outside. I'll tell you It isn't going to be easy to shovel snow or blow snow today. We're going to have the wind hampering any efforts to get the sidewalks and streets clear. So don't waste your energy doing that today. You can wait till tomorrow, and then it'll still be a light, fluffy snow that should be fairly easy to get out of the way, much easier than the icy mix that we had this past weekend. Temperatures are going to be terribly cold. Yes, we are in the low 20s now, but we're going to dip here into the teens, and we'll stay in the teens until the middle of the afternoon. We are expecting the steadiest snow in the triad to start to really pick up here between 11 a.m. and noon. And we'll maintain that steady snow until about 4 o'clock, and then we'll start to see it tapering down. Just snow.
Yeah, he did. Which is kind of wild, but it makes complete sense, especially with the colder air over the warm ocean waters. You definitely can have that happen. I will not be going to the Chaser Summit, unfortunately. I will not be there. It was just a little expensive and a little bit too far this year. So I plan on going next year though, in 2027. Heck, even if I wanted to go this year, I think they're sold out of tickets. Or no, they have walk-up tickets, but like the regular tickets are sold out. So yeah, I got other things I need to pay for this year. So gotta save up the money for chase season. Everyone's going pretty slow now here in Charlotte. I'm not complaining. Statesville, Columbia. I'm gonna keep going south of this heavy snow band here. These are a little more than snow showers now. Yeah, so every year there's a group of people that pretty much put together a thing. It's called the National Storm Chaser Summit, and pretty much it's pretty much a big nerd hangout, sort of, in a sense. But they do a whole bunch of presentations, storm chaser safety. I think this year they have like certified CPR training. There's just a whole bunch of things that happen at the Storm Chaser Summit. Again, a lot of weather stuff. Again, you got potential CPR. I think CPR training there as well. We got a whole bunch of speakers. Like we got Capucci's going to be there. I think Max is going to be there as well. I don't think speaking, but a meet and greet. There's just so many things that happen at the Chaser Summit. It's just a big group meetup of whoever wants to go there. Yeah, Weather Nerd Convention. Yep. Got that right. Valerie, thank you for the dollar PayPal donation. Thank you so much for what you do. I appreciate that. W in chat for Valerie. Even if it's $1, I appreciate that. Always. The snow just continues to get heavier going into downtown Charlotte. My goodness, dude. Can you guys see the snowflake good? I'm really hoping you guys can. I think you guys can. Oh, we're cutting out. Go cut out underneath overpasses. But I really hope you guys are seeing the snowflakes like crazy. I mean, this is nuts now. Okay, just making sure. Sorry, my stream keeps cutting out underneath the overpasses, so it's really pulling heavy Starlink right now. Probably get off here in a second off the interstate just to get off the interstate, but I think my exit, okay, half a mile is the exit I want to take. Yeah, but it's a beast of a police interceptor for sure. And Cracker Barrel sign. Welcome, Cracker Barrel. Yeah, that's why we're getting off. I didn't realize it didn't go to directly downtown. I think there's an exit right up here that does take us to downtown. That's kind of where I was trying to head anyways, so. Takes a quarter second to like the stream. There we go, yep, downtown. Gives me a sign for downtown. Charlotte Newton. The dude walking on the side of the interstate. Yeah. Okay, the roads are not extremely slick at all. Thank goodness. It's turning into a blizzard out here, dude. It's turning into a freaking blizzard here in Charlotte. Are you serious right now? It's turning into a freaking blizzard. What do you mean it's already turning into this? We just got started. Holy crap, dude. It's getting nuts. Charlotte, North Carolina, man. Oh, these are Raleigh, so it's punching through the dry air. Heck yeah, dude. morning, MD. I can't believe this is going on in North Carolina. I am literally in shock that this is happening in North Carolina. Even if it's not the coast of North Carolina, this is just insane. I'm totally prepared for people to be in ditches today. I don't know if they're really used to this. Starshine, welcome in. Wind is blowing too, so this is not ideal for travel. No, this ain't the mountains anymore. We're in a big city. It's always safer to be in a big city, especially snowstorm wise, so. Scott, good morning, welcome in. Good morning to the 927 people tuned in right now. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like the stream a lot, smash that like button, and subscribe as well. And again, Radar Omega sponsoring this stream, so W's in chat for Radar Omega for doing that. I'm gonna check me out there as well. I am live on there all day. All day coverage of this winter storm for you guys. I saw everyone else going out to the coast and be like, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit different. There's not gonna be a lot of people choosing this option, and I knew again this area was potentially gonna uptrend for snow, so that's exactly what we're doing now. I think it's taking me. Would have wished to be having the only option be the coast? Yes. But this is also very, very good. I mean, I think we could chalk this up as probably it's going to be a significant snowstorm. If I had to guess, this is going to be chalked up as one of those. I'm from Nebraska. Oh, we're cutting out there. I'm from Nebraska, but I live in Illinois. A lot of people in the chat today, so I will read comments as I can and as road conditions allow. These roads definitely are starting to suck out here. Charlotte is huge, man. Okay, why are we slowing down to like 2 miles an hour? You're gonna be fine. I'm gonna give people a lot of leeway today with driving slow. People get me mixed up with him so much, and it's kind of funny. I think this takes us to downtown right here. We're gonna get off anyways, but it's like a whole trail of people with their hazards on. Oof. Uh-oh. Something happened. Oh, I think an accident or something. I don't know what happened. Bro, this town is a wreck today, apparently. I think they got in an accident. Or something, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna give people a lot of lenience today with driving around town and stuff. And especially when you don't get a lot of snow like, you know, other places do, I'm gonna not be mad at them at all. Heavy snow is continuing here. What in the world? There's just a group of runners running across the street up here. Probably. I don't know what that would be, but... Mom, can we not test out a different bot today, please? Especially with it being so busy. Sorry. Probably should keep it to just an iPod, but we'll see. Again, a really heavy band. Oh, you didn't know it was on? Okay. Yeah, just turn it off if you can. I don't even know where I'm going right now, to be totally honest with you guys. I was driving. That's the right way I wanted to go. Super cold Tampa. Welcome in. Okay, there's a side of a road there, apparently. Let's probably find a gas station, fill up with gas, so that's done. Or just keep going straight here, though. I think it's pretty much downtown Charlotte. The building, I didn't see a lot of big buildings though, so I'm kind of surprised. You just took the infamous exit 3A. It's a legend in Charlotte for being terrible. Really? I did not know that. It wasn't too bad though, from when I went on it though, so I don't know. My wipers got ice on them. Florida's just gonna be cold. And even more cold. We're gonna go up a street or two here. Why does someone have their flashing lights on? What in the world, dude? If we go, so not this way, which I didn't go that way. So I can't turn to there, but I can turn on the next street. We can pass by a stadium. I think it's Spectrum Stadium or something here in downtown Charlotte. Do. Or at least there should be a stadium up here. You don't say. There's definitely tracks on the roadway here. Never been here, so see what it's all about. I wouldn't have any idea what it it's about. Big hotel. I see the stadium right there. I need to get the ice off my freaking wipers, dude. That's what I thought. I was thinking there would be... Yeah, I can kind of see bigger buildings down the street, so... Sort of. They're pretty hidden right now, especially with the heavy snow. Yeah, even with my defrost on, it's not helping, though. Defrost isn't hitting the wipers when they're down and sitting not moving, so... Okay, this is actually kind of a cool area here. Oh my gosh. Well, the Carolina Panthers, really? I did not know that. I think it's the home of the Charlotte Hornets out down here. It's where LaMelo Ball plays. I can kind of see it. We're going to try to roll around a different direction for you guys so we can actually see it, but... Spectrum Center. I'm gonna turn right from here right at the moment. Say I should? I think so? I don't know. I'm not from here. I don't know anything. I know, obviously I know Charlotte's the home of the Carolina Panthers, like, that's just a given. It is one of the high rises right now. Yeah, we're gonna go straight. The wind is whipping right now. Just need to fix my wipers real quick. That's all I need to do. Seeing your work, is it weird? I bet it is. It's just snowing so heavy that it's having that issue right now. Yeah, really heavy bands right Charlotte, North Carolina right now. This band be rocking. one way. We were literally just here too. I don't see any no turn on reds. No turn on red. We're trying to go around in spots. I don't know exactly where we're going to be going this whole time, but yeah, this town's going to be a mess. These accumulations are probably going to be pretty great at the end of the day. With the wind, 2 to 5, 3 inches, and Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Come down here to Concord by the Charlotte National Speedway. Where is that? Panther Stadium, but south end. I didn't. If I tried to stop, I would have been in the middle of the intersection because that was a really crappy light. I'll find a stop part to. Okay, I can't even park here, bro. Yeah, the inner loop is a mess. I'm gonna do a little turnaround here. I just need to get the ice off my wipers. Less than great right now. Where's my scraper? Where's my ice scraper? Excuse me, sir, where'd my ice scraper go? How in the world did I don't know where my ice scraper went? No. Where's the ice scraper? I know I have it. So where is it? Did the dude steal my ice scraper? Did the dude steal my ice scraper, bro? I legitimately think he stole my ice scraper. What in the world, dude? It's just not. Nope, never mind, I got it. No, we're good. Well, he's good enough. That's so much better. So I think we need to go get gas here. Come on. Where are we cutting out? Never mind. No, we're unfocused. No. Finally, I'm green, dude. Ouch. These roads are not kind. That's nice. Not. Okay, so that happened. That's gonna move this. 1 second, guys. We should not be struggling for no reason. Okay, now it's fine. Cool. Sorry guys, got a couple connection issues and my apparently iPad mount fixed here. Should be fine now. Though. Shouldn't be having any issues right now. Maybe it's because we're downtown. Should be good now. Okay, my chat wasn't pulled up there for a second. Let me see if we can pull back up here. And 1.9K viewers is nuts, you guys. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. It means the world. They just have ice caked on them, and that's the problem. Once there's ice caked on the wipers, there's not much you can do. Absolutely dumping here in Charlotte, man. I haven't really done much, but thank you. I appreciate it, Tyler. Stop and clean them off. That's the problem. I need to turn off Speedify if I can here in a little bit. There's a Exxon 7-Eleven. I can only check gas buddy here. Hold on. Oh yeah, it plugged in. I guess not. 2,000 people right now. Holy cannoli, man. That's insane. Oh, I'm just not driving east. I didn't even realize I was driving east. A little bit cheaper gas down the way. Should be another 7-Eleven down the road, so we're probably gonna gas there. We will definitely be getting gas at the 7-Eleven. Or Quick Trip. We should either do Quick Trip, or I think we're doing 7-Eleven. There's a little bit cheaper gas down the way, let's just say that. Confidence, welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. The mobile one's $2.99 a gallon. The other one's what? $2.76, $2.69. 85 looking Greensboro? I'm not exactly sure. We are in not that direction, let's just say that. Absolutely be getting banding with it. I think we keep going for several. We keep going for several. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys are always allowed to ride for free in the vehicle with me. Got 2.1K people doing that right now. What in the world? I don't think things are what? Someone doing that today. Sorry guys, I had to turn off some things so it stopped glitching out. It was being stupid. Our turn should be here. What in the world is that? Focus. There we go. Our light should turn any second here now. Maybe. Or not. I guess we're just going to wait a million years. Let's go look. I have all day today. I see the 7-Eleven in the other lane because I know what it means I can't get over. And, who cares? That's It's gas time. Okay, I will be right back, chat. I need you guys to behave here. Oh, is it just gonna... There we go. I'll be right back. Need to grab gas.
Peggy 16.